Hey, Brandon, what's up? Adrian and Yolanda, what's up? Jerry, Mars Cars, hey, how you been? PYT, all right, hello from Seattle. Hey, Sherwood, Shakima, Brownstone, hey, Jaquilla. Come on, Miss Cassie. I'm glad these notifications are working. Chantal, what's up? Hey, James, you're just in time to keep me up taking these braids out of my hair. Come on now, Tracy. All right, sure. Hey, babe. Hey, Miss Annie, how you doing? L. Matthews, hey. SNL, right on time. Yes, you are. Am I? Yes, indeed, honey. What's going on? The trade is no longer needed. Okay, come on now. Hey, Twyla, I can't hear him. Is it my phone? Is anybody else having a hard time hearing me? You're good. I'm glad to hear that, Miss Annie. Okay. Yeah, it's probably your phone, babe. Thank you, Brownstone. DC Kool-Aid and Lisa, what's up? All right, got my G and T ready. Come on now. Whoa, Jennifer Spikes, happy birthday to you. Y'all flood the line. It's Jennifer's birthday. All right, James, thought would be playing in Mac. Playing in Mackle. Chow. This is fantastic since I needed to go to bed, but those clothes and dishes can wash them, won't wash themselves. Okay, now. Hey, James, I know that year. Wait a minute. I'll start happy birthday and hold on. I know the year is almost up and just wanted to thank you for continuing with the have and have nots review because I laugh so much. No problem, D. They're fun to do whenever Tyler ain't dicking off. Child, because of that writing. Whew. Hey, James, you know it must be love. I had a long day at work and another tomorrow. I said I'm going to bed for sure. And as soon as you popped up, here I am. Okay. Lord, keeping you up. Child, you know I got to do something for my vampire folk, honey, because when I come on in the early part of the day, honey, they're like, wait a minute, hold it, honey. What about us? What about us? So I'm trying to balance it out. Rory, what's up, baby? Hey, Regina. Yeah, how long are you going to be on tonight? Brandon, I have no idea. James, I read that old Darius will be a regular on Greenleaf next season. Y'all know I don't like his ass. Niecy. What's Niecy saying to me? Wait a minute. My mom is watching. Miss Mary Louise. Hey, Miss Mary. Miss Mary, what's going on, baby? Happy holidays to you. Do you watch Schitt's Creek? If not, I think you'll love it. I have not. You know, I'm gonna have to go look it up. Oh, Miss Moncrief, how are you doing? Thank you for an Empire review. You've kept me up to date. Cool, cool. You know, I was me and Empire. We was like this earlier part of the season. I'm like, what are y'all trying to do? I'm wide awake and didn't know what I was going to do. I'm so glad you went live. Cool, cool. Y'all can thank the Scorpion, as I actually wasn't going to go live. And then I went over and I was messing around with the Scorpion and he was going off. And he's like, if James, if you go on, then I'll come on. And I'm like, all right, Kevin. Kevin probably busy doing something else. But I wasn't even really thinking about going live. I was actually at recording. That's how I ended up missing most of his live. Hey, James, have you spoke about King JJ? Um, yeah, I spoke about that like 2 days ago, Jay. Hey James, I just got through watching your Thanksgiving video. Oh, come on now. Low and 57. Thanksgiving was good. Hey James, come on now, North Carolina. My country girl Cheryl. Hey James, is you live? Is you live? Ah! I am. Hey Demetrius. I've been waiting for a live all day. Now I'm sleepy, but I'm gonna stay up. We'll be here for just for a little, just for a spell, for a spell. I know I'm here for both. I'll be here until I fall asleep. Come on now. YB, it's Mary, honey. What's going on? Good to see you, baby. I'm not Gemini. We say, hey, so I caught you migraine and all. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. And me and all my screaming and hollering. Darius gets on my nerves. He's so bland. And you know what, Sharita? I think there's something to it. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Have I reached out to Justin? No, we're not friends like that, JJ. We're not friends like that for me to reach out to him. And there's really nothing, I kind of talked about it. It's just, it is what it is. I said what I said. I wish him the best, but it don't require a video and reaching out and all of this extra kind of carrying on because that's not him and I. That's not, we not there. We there. You know what I mean? I wish him the best. It's cool. I'm not, that's really not my cross to bear. We're glad you're here. Hey James, so glad you decided to come on tonight. Good, Ace. Okay, cool. We say James the Vampire, child. James, have you spoke about Funky Dineva, the whole Blue Ivy thing? He did apologize. Are people too sensitive? No, people are not too sensitive. And I hadn't spoken about it. But ain't no need for me to tear him. He tore himself up. He backpedaled and pussy popped. And being the person who's always screaming about not backpedaling and pussy pop, him, me, and Alex, whenever it gets done, you do need to come on and say, I'm backpedaling and pussy popping. And that's what he did. There was no, because I was looking at the video like, now, Funky, am I going to have to call you out? Because you knew I would. Even though I like Funky, I would definitely do it. You apologized because, well, he said he apologized because he felt bad about it. I don't so much believe that. I believe he apologized because them bee stings. Then again, he might actually feel bad about it because them bees stung his fucking ass, is what happened. And I think that's what started him to feeling bad. And I don't think that is that, I believe Funky meant what he said and he said what he meant, and he didn't like the backlash. And he had to go clear that up because they were getting at his ass. So no, I'm not buying that you don't believe or mean what you said. I believe he means what he said. I believe he feels that way about that little girl. But I believe he also realized that he shouldn't have said it out of his mouth. He should have kept that shit to himself. And he did backpedal and pussy pop. And just because I like Funky, I can't let him brag. You did it. You BP and PP, Danny. But it is what it is. So maybe they'll leave him alone now. But they was tearing Funky's ass up. Tearing him up, honey. I said, girl, they done lamb the shit out of you, bitch. But you know better than that. You know better than to talk about Blue Ivy. Quit playing. I don't know what the fuck he was feeling. He was feeling, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, child. And they said, really? Well, we're not. Child, let his ass have it. You know, nobody is exempt from these YouTube streets, honey. Not nobody. They will get your ass thoroughly together. Glad to see you tonight on Looking Sparkly and Wide Awoke. I just want to know what podcast your brother has. I would love to watch him as well as you. Oh, shit. You know what? And I don't even have all that information. Email me. Yeah, email me. And I'll get all the information and I will send it back. Send a question to my email at spillitboy@gmail.com, and I will get all of the information where you can actually catch him and his podcast and his organization. I'll get all that for you and ship it out because I don't. Right off the top of my head, child, I don't. I couldn't even. I'll be having you going to the damn Home Depot, child. Hey James, having a rough time dealing with my MS. So glad that you are on to uplift my spirit. Oh my goodness. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. So there was definitely a purpose in me being here. I can't wait until Pose comes back on. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute, but yeah, we're patiently awaiting. There's something suspicious about Mr. Darius. No, all right for the eyebrow raise, Stephanie. There is. There's something's off about him. I love your reviews. Thank you, D Brown. I'm one of the early people, but it's the weekend, so I'm a vampire tonight. Yeah, okay. Come on, Miss McGowan. You say they put a spell on us. Come on now. Do one of them Cordelias on y'all, child. Breathe life into y'all, honey. Hey James, your channel is one of the highlights of my day. Is your live? Ah! Much love from Chicago. Come on, Chicago. By way of Mississippi. Come on now. Hi, I'm dropped in to check you out. Hello. Hey, Annette. I saw you once before and thought you were cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's see, Brandon Gilmore, come through with the lives, James. You did not disappoint this week. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. And child's killing me, I'm telling you. I've been in the process. I told you all I've been in the process. I'm trying to do new things, trying to expand this channel. And honey, trying to do this little sewing tutorial thing. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, honey, why did I say yes to this, honey? But I'm working on the sewing tutorial and trying to do the lives and just trying to, again, once I get going, I'll get my momentum will go. I'll get my groove. I'll fall in whatever that pocket is I'm supposed to be in, and everything will flow. But woo, every time you try something new, it's a trial, honey. Don't forget to like the video. Oh, child. Thank you, Sherwood. Let's see. You don't have a relationship with him, I understand. Oh, no. Mm-mm. He's not one of my friends. I mean, he's cool. He all right. And he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. He's walking around doing advocacy, or supposedly doing advocacy for HIV awareness and AIDS awareness. So he's somebody that we definitely should not be having to worry about. He'll be okay. He has the resources. He knows where to reach out for help when he needs it. So I'm not worried about that. Justin. Justin's gonna be fine. Funky Dineva was all the way wrong talking about Miss Mary, T.S. Madison, New York, and Blue Ivy. Funky Dineva was very wrong. Well, see, and I discussed that yesterday about that dynamic of people being friends and throwing those digs back and forth. They have an understanding, and it didn't sit right with other people, but it didn't bother TS. It didn't bother Miss Mary. The Beehive, they don't play that shit. So, and I don't think it sat right with New York. New York didn't care for it. New York didn't care for it because, see, everybody's not for them types of jokes. Everybody's not for them types of jokes. And then a lot of the thing with that, a lot of it ain't jokes. There's a lot of it is people spewing that shit that they really want to say to you and trying to do it in a slick way. That's reading, is where it's reading. But everybody ain't up for all them reads like that. That's how a lot of times you'll see people get the shit smacked out of them when they do shit like that. And then they have to try to clear it up. But that's his brand of comedy. That's his brand of comedy. His brand of comedy is based in gagging and roasting. But when you're on an ensemble cast, I believe you need to talk about it, and you need to see if everybody's okay with it. I did a show a few years back, and I actually had my cousin. My cousin is a comedian. She's a female comedian. And I had her on with myself and Lady Diamond. You all saw Lady Diamond. Lady Diamond is my bestie. Here in Pittsburgh, she is the first lady of Pittsburgh drag comedy. And she never, I mean, well, we have a banter back and forth, it's nothing like the banter that Sean and I have. You know, Sean is more, and I went through this yesterday. Sean is more like the Funky Dineva thing. Sean says all the little smart shit, and he fires, and he Sean does this. Diamond doesn't do that. Me and Diamond, we bitch and whore each other back and forth. Like, bitch, you think you pretty. You know, it's that kind of thing. The banter is a lot softer. We don't fire at each other like that. But again, those are two different types of friendships. You know what I mean? So, but when you're doing that, you need to make sure everybody's okay with what you're giving out before you do that. And you could tell from the responses, Funky didn't do that. My cousin, when I put her on the show with myself and Diamond, she's seen my banter with Diamond. She knows it's not like hers. She asked us, is it okay for me to roast you all during my act? Because she knows she don't want to be in a battle with no two queens where you just said some fuck shit, you know what I mean? And we're like, no, girl, go ahead. Because again, I know my cousin, and my cousin's not going to be malicious. Some of the shit that Funky was saying, nobody could convince me that it wasn't malicious. But, you know, it is what it is. That's not my friendship. That's not my cross to bear. And promise you, that goddamn Maddie will only take as much of what she chooses to take that Funky gives out before she scalps that bitch. I mean, they're cool. And Maddie's come out and said that. I'm cool. But again, that don't make you all be cool. And well, you all, us as the audience, it don't make us have to be cool. Yes, it was a little uncomfortable. I don't really pay too much attention to anything he says to Maddie because I know that Maddie can handle it. And Maddie will also handle the Miss Mary piece of it. Now, I did get it was a little cringeworthy when it comes to New York, you know, because I don't think that she was really prepared or really down for what was given out, but she was very professional. She was very professional. And that's funny because, you know, very seldom do we actually see her in that type of a professional life. Usually she's like a wild dog. You know what I mean? That was her character on the show, but she wasn't on that show. She wasn't in that character. She was literally being Tiffany Pollard, not New York. And he was firing at her like he was playing games with New York. And it was a little uncomfortable to watch. It really was. Hey, James. Hey, everybody in the live. Hey, Tracy. Tracy, what did he say about Blue? Oh, he said she was ugly, Cassie. Said she was ugly. It was the bees. Funny how we didn't like the Bushes until Trump, but may he rest in peace. Oh, I don't do the political thing. I don't mess with them people. Funky doesn't even shouldn't have been invited back on T.S. Madison's show. See, and you know the bad part about that is there's a lot of people who feel like that. And that may actually sway some things because from a business standpoint, I don't know how that's going to work out. Because as a business standpoint, that may be something that happens. I don't think she'll throw her off. But I think there will be a conversation. I think there will definitely be a conversation that we won't be privy to. I think things will change. I don't think that'll happen again. I really don't. I don't think that it will go the way as far as it's gone. I really don't. So I think y'all be okay. I think it'll be okay. But I definitely think there'll be a conversation. Maddie's a good business person. She's not going to keep putting. She's not going to continually put you all, us, in a position where we're uncomfortable as well. Let's see. Little Blue, yes, Niecy, Little Blue. I agree. It took way too long for that apology video to come out, for it not to be connected to something that happened recently. Absolutely. That wasn't, child. That was backpedal and pussy pop. Now take it for what it was. That was a backpedal and pussy pop. That's the shirt I should have put on. BP and PP. Hashtag BP, PP, honey. That's what that was. Hey, James, I've been missing your lives. I missed your face. Oh, Courtney. I'm here, honey. I'm live. I'm here. His money got clipped. Oh, child. Samuel. Oh, I bet they will blackball him now. Child, some people are going to they're going to come for him. It's just the way it is. And again, he knows he's a shock jock basically. He knows how this works. He knows. I don't know why he said that shit. He know how this shit work. The remark about Blue was disgusting. I deleted him a while ago. He hasn't even gotten past that whole thing with the black women thing. I'm like, oh my God. When I seen that video pop up, when I seen the title, I was like, this is going to be a mess. And it was. It was a mess. And he still suffered a little bit from that. But that's part of being a shock jock. He's going through it. Child Howard Stern has gone through it. Roseanne Barr has gone through it. And anybody else that you could think of, Charlemagne is a shock jock. He goes through it. You know, who's another YouTuber? Tommy Sotomayor. Child, you know how Tommy gets drugged with that shit that he does. Walter Hampton, he goes through it. Shit, Justin J has gone through it. Justin J just has not perfected how to go through it, but he's gone through it. You know, he says shit, to shock. I don't know if he really says shit to shock people. I think he believes some of that dumb shit to come out of his mouth a lot of times. But, again, it's that brand. That's their brand. And that comes along with the brand. I see Volvo to the left. Hey, Volvo, baby, what's going on? Yeah, that's their brand. And you know that when you do that, when you start that shit, Funky forgot about the Beehive. Oh, but they reminded him, honey. They gave, honey, lit that little ass up. Awesomely hooked. Yeah, we just got here, baby. You ain't missed too much. I ain't saying that, JJ. I ain't touching that. All right, now I'm joining the Vampire Club. Come on, Linda B. I deleted Funky as soon as I found James too much. Oh Lord. Will you join TS Supreme Court? If I was ever invited, I would do the Supreme Court. I love TS. I've been a fan for a long time. Yeah, if I was ever invited, I would definitely do the show. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Same here, Tony. Thank you for being here. James, and don't be a stranger. James, can you wish me a safe flight tomorrow? Absolutely, Gabriel. Absolutely, honey. Traveling mercies to you, my darling. Let's see. They may blackball Funky. They'll try. That's going to be kind of hard because there's a lot of people that love Funky. But I think they're going to try. Say former President George W. Bush died at 94. Long life. Long life. Yes, Vampire Hours. I'm here for it. Come on now. I liked him at first, but it seemed like his true colors were starting to show in his videos. He comes off as a woman hater and just mean and overly judgmental. At times, I can't deny. I don't know about the woman hating part, but he's very judgmental at times. Very judgmental. I don't know about. I don't think that Funky hates women. He just says Funky just funky. He got quirks about him. He has a lot of funky isms that are things that are not my way of doing things, as it pertains to women sometimes, and as it pertains to gays, to other gays. I can't. I'm not going to sit in the hallelujah seats with that. Even gays such as myself, he's not the biggest advocate of my kind. So, there's times that he says things that offend me, and I just be like, all right, whatever, Funky. I don't pay it any attention because, again, he's not a personal friend of mine. And, his mouth, there's nothing that he could say that I couldn't fire back at. So I just pays it. It's no different. He does it. Sean does it. Shit, Scotty does it sometimes. My type of gay, we catch it. We catch it a lot. People that don't understand it, don't particularly care for it, and when I say my kind, I'm talking about effeminate gays and drag queens. People, they give us the blues at times. They do, they get, and it's it's genuine. It's something that they feel on the inside, because a lot of times I don't think that they actually even realize they're being offensive. I think I've just built such a tough skin that it's like, whatever, I'll light your ass up if I need to. The only thing that you can do being that way, being black, being effeminate, being a drag queen, my thing is I'm not going to. Okay, this is what I say all the time. Y'all have heard me say this. How you feel about me is not my business. It's not my business until you make it my business. When you fire some shit out that's out of order, then it's my turn at that point to deal with it accordingly. One thing that I'm not going to sit and try to fight with every gay person who doesn't understand nor care for the effeminate gays. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit there and fight with you about how I'm equal to you, and I'm not doing any of that. I ain't got time for that. But what I will do is make certain, and we can be cool, but I will make certain that you don't get the chance to capitalize off of me or anything that has to do with me. That's how I kind of handle that thing. If you understand what I'm saying. That's how I deal. You don't like drag queens? Cool. Don't fuck with me long. Don't fuck with her. If you don't deal with drag queens, you don't like drag queens, you think they clowns and all that. Okay, don't fuck with her. Don't pretend to love her. Don't pretend, because it'll come out. It'll come out, and you can't hide it. It'll come out. And when it comes out and I catch it, then you'll be dealt with accordingly. But it doesn't require an argument. It don't even require a conversation. It really doesn't. But yeah, I be fighting all day long. There are a lot of people that don't. I think we catch it. We catch it heavier with the gay community than we actually do with the heterosexual community. I definitely believe that I am more appreciated for my drag stuff by the heterosexual community than I am the gay community. And though I do have my gays that lives for me and my lesbians that live for me, but I think I catch more of an issue with the gays that are actually effeminate their goddamn selves, and they kind of hold on like they're not, and it's like, child, you grasping onto that last piece of masculinity you got, but it's cool. Child, it's all right. I don't pay it no mind. Ain't no thing. It ain't nothing to hate nobody about. I watched that 2-hour live from yesterday earlier at work. Had me thoroughly entertained. Yeah, we had a good time yesterday, Rory. We talked about everything. I love the shirt. It would look good in purple too. Absolutely. I'm always down for purple and silver. And then I like to mix, as far as the glitter stuff, I will throw purple and like fuchsia together. I did that with my whole thing with my video last year, that bouncer, everything was purple and fuchsia. So I love that too. Let's see. It was inspired by you. What was inspired by me, Asia? I missed something. Do what you do. It keeps me coming back. Absolutely. I will do me. You know that, child? Are you selling those queen shirts, James? Yes, Demetrius. All you have to do is I make them, I'll make them specifically for a person. So they're not just sitting somewhere. But just send me an email and my to spillitboy at Gmail, and I will make you one if you want one. Yeah, I actually did I had like a lot of thank yous to folks last week. Quite a few people popped in and wanted the t-shirts and got them. So definitely just email me and we'll take care of it. James, will the video be like a tutorial or just watching you sew and talk? Either way, I'm watching. I'm just curious. Adrian, it is all of that. It's all of that. I'm actually speaking to you, and I'm actually going step by step through the garment. I designed the garment. I go through with you on how to make your own pattern. I go through and show you how to cut it out. I go through and show you how to sew it together from beginning to end. So yeah, that's why it's got my ass so dog tired. But it's literally going to be packaged out into it'll be 3 separate videos. 3 separate videos. Because I actually have 2 of them done. I have 2 of the videos completed already. And I started to go ahead and put them on. I said, no, because I ain't doing that but opening myself up for where's the other goddamn video. So yeah, I'm just holding until I finish the 3rd video off, but it'll be a 3-part series and it will take you all the way through. And I kept it very, very simple. Very simple. Yeah, I kept it real simple. So a beginning sewer, can actually do it. Somebody that's moderate, and definitely somebody who is seasoned will be able to just blow right through it. Yep. I think it's gonna be fun. And I think that the fun thing about it is I want to see how many people will actually do it and do it and then send pictures so I can actually see what they created. I think that that will definitely be my big payoff for that, to actually uh see, other showers actually create something that I kind of put together. Um yeah, and what twists, what twists they actually put to it as far as the fabric choices or anything like that. So I think that's going to be really, really fun. I'm really excited about it. I don't know why I've never thought to actually do it before, because people have asked me over and over and over about doing sewing tutorials, and I'm just kind of like, you know, uh, but yeah. So I'm excited. I saw an apology video by Funky. Yeah, he did. Glad he apologized because it was wrong. Sometimes I look forward to your reviews more than the actual shows. I truly appreciate that good old laugh on the way to work. Well, thank you, Shakima. Thank you so much. Let's see. Funky was being funky. That beehive is sensitive. Sensitive thugs. They can be. They can be sensitive, but I didn't feel like that. I felt like he literally he tiptoed his little ass over in their territory. He really did. He tiptoed over in their territory. I don't think they were being too sensitive. He tiptoed over there. He knew better than that. New York was about to yank that wig off his head. I felt like that, J Real. I felt like New York was really holding herself. I really do. I felt like she's really holding herself. Funky throwing shade at TS and her mom is a part of their bit. TS talked about it in the on her Patreon channel. Exactly, Patrice. I didn't see the Patreon thing, but I saw little bits that she said, and I knew where she was coming from. But I knew that going in. When he was doing what he was doing, I was like, oh, child. I know how they roll. Who said exactly? It's not a joke. It's their true feelings. Absolutely, and that's basically what that reading shit is about. They say things. People say things in a so-called joking way that they really want to say, and it just depends on how deep they go with it. And you be like, okay, bitch, now you gonna make me get you, and you're not gonna like it. Let's see, James. I am not getting my notifications. YouTube is tripping. Jessica, you know what? You might have to when they start doing that shit. I hate to tell you to do this, but unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Like click yourself out and then click yourself back in, and it possibly will jump start the system back to get your notifications. I don't know. I hate when they go through that mess. Atlanta Chick 99. Funky apologized for that on his personal vlog and on Tasha K tonight. Okay, cool. Um, let's see. Simone Moore, hey baby. Sorry to hear about the former president. Let's see. She grabbed that drink and Funky said, don't throw that drink on me. See, why are you even, you know what I mean? I'm child. I saw the child. Listen. Throwing lugs. I think, Lord have mercy. Funky forgets that he was couch surfing and waiting on the 21st. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. He don't forget that, Lilo. He don't forget it because Maddie don't let him forget it. When he goes too deep into reading her, she reads his circumstances. She gets him too. She gets him too. Because the stuff that Maddie says back to Funky be mean as hell too. But she don't start it. She finishes it a lot. She don't start it. She'll finish it. She lets him go pretty far out in the street before she takes and hits him with her truck, honey. It's all over the media while y'all are on this live. Talisha. Let's see, I agree. Let's see. Hey, James from California. All right now. I say dark skin QT. Okay, I think it was a joke. Hell, I was a funny looking girl when I was growing up. Hell, let's talk about how they killing kids. That's what we need to talk about. He spoke about it. They had a talk their friends. AR, what's that? What is going on, boo? Yes, Maddie Cannon will. Yeah, she'll take care of. She takes care of herself and her mama. Funky said he and Maddie made it a part of the show as well as New York. Okay. Um. Yeah, that's okay. Funky wasn't even making sense. Talking about New York's credit, she is way more. Funky. New York has had her own show. Funky is nothing compared to her. Um. I don't know about that whole we made it part of the show. I don't know about that. That sounds like a cleanup, but it's cool. Hey, whatever works for the brand. I ain't buying that. Now that's one thing about New York. She's not that good of an actress. Um, is there a relationship between Funky and B and the Carters to the point where it's okay to just call someone's child the fuck no to me, Shane? You know it ain't. There ain't no they ain't got no relationship with a goddamn soul. So Solange better not step out there and call Blue Ivy ugly. Child thinks she can get away with it. Hey James, I woke up just in time for your live. Good, good, good. The same people mad about Blue talk shit about their friends' kids, most of them. Oh, all right, honey. But New York has a bad mouth. She could not have possibly been shocked. I don't know, Talisha, because again, it just depends on where it's coming from. It depends on where it's coming from. From somebody, a member of a cast, and you just start getting red. I don't know about that. Now, if it was coming from a fan, that's something different, or or a hater, that's something different. But when you just go up on an ensemble cast and then one of the cast members just start lighting your ass, lighting into you, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because again, I don't know that New York and Funky are friends. So see, I can't. That's why I said the shit with Maddie was cool, but it wasn't even, I don't know. Because Maddie even addressed him as he was saying stuff to New York. She addressed him like, okay, now, because he was going too far. I mean, a couple little jabs is cool, but he was going there. He was really taking it some. He was doing a lot. He was doing a lot. But again, hey, whatever you need to do for the brand. And no, I don't believe that she was with it. I don't. I ain't believe. Now I ain't gonna just eat whatever you put on the plate. Now come on, stop. But you say he said she was cool. All right. Till I hear her say different, then I guess I gotta let it go at that, right? New York doesn't have, but I ain't buying it. I ain't eating the shit off the plate. New York doesn't have the dynamic with Funky, not at all. That's not even a dynamic that's used on her when she comes on the show. Maddie don't never rip and tear at her. That's not nobody's ever gotten away with doing that to her on the show. Nobody said come on the show and I'm gonna be the butt of the joke. That ain't even come on, stop. Anyway, ooh child, YouTube stop playing with my notifications and I made it. I'm here on time. Hey everybody, hey Brianna. I think Funky is always funny on the show. Well, that's good because that's what he does. He says she was ugly until she turns around 12. Child, but she's not 12 now, is she? So that leaves her stuck to be ugly, right? Okay, James, you might not be aware. Yeah, they've said it, Talisha. Maddie has a manner that is very merciful, for lack of a better word. She is very aware, but she also seems really in tune to people's needs and balance her actions with empathy at times, depending on what you're talking about. Miss Mary was cool with it, with what went on. Yeah, absolutely. Miss Mary has a personal relationship with Funky. Hey James, it is what it is. Absolutely, Tarsha. Funky fucked up the show. I couldn't even watch. He shaded Marlo for ruining their new reality show, yet fucked up. Okay. Oh, child, see. Okay, what you say? Hashtag BP and PP. I mean, Not trying to be funny with this statement, but honest. I think Funky may have changed his meds or something. Oh, you know what, Linda. Hey, Miss Christy Noel, what's up, baby? He was posted on Baller Alert and consequently dragged. See? A mess. Mr. Flyboy said hashtag BPPP, Annie. Funky needs to work on developing his own platform. Uh, well, I mean, he even did that. He did that. So, I don't know. Funky was on Tasha K. Yeah, I was thinking that, like, oof, okay. I just left that go. Hey, C's, Pinky, Carter, what's up, baby? Right. His brand of comedy. Absolutely, Shawana. That is his brand of comedy. You know, Funky he's a shock jock. That's him. Hey, Deron. Miss Mary was giggling and laughing. I don't think she mind. And are you going to talk about G status? And if you did, I apologize in advance. No, nobody had even mentioned G status. Child, that little show, child. I don't even know what is there to talk about, really. Child, they need to get their little timing together. They stretching it out, but I don't know about that little show. I've been said that. Sorry, not sorry. She has a great sense of humor, though. I think people are too sensitive and want someone to say only what they want to hear. In some instances, Beyonce coming for his YouTube chat. Oh, wow. Beyonce ain't think about that shit. Let Funky be funky. We need that flip side of the moon. He is the hot side of the sun. He often says what we're thinking, and he is great at it. Everybody acting like they not laughing and talking about funny looking kids and memes. It's not right, but people do it. They do. People do it. People say smart shit, but again, you just gotta be ready. You gotta be ready because when you do it, you know, child, you it don't even have to be the parents of the kid. You say something about a kid, there's a chance that your ass is gonna get attacked, and you know it. Funky said they did that in Orlando and they would do it in DC. Okay, cool. Tommy keep getting kicked off and getting petitions to get back on. Child, he been fighting back and forth for years, hasn't he? Let's see. Oh my God, yes, James, you would be awesome on the court, darling. I don't know. I think it would be fun. I felt bad because of the death threats. I honestly think Funky felt bad because of his nephew. No. Okay. The death threats, maybe, and the nephew that was thrown into it. Again, see, y'all gonna make me pick the apology apart. No. Moving on. I can't wait to see you on Drag Race, child. I can't wait to see me on that motherfucker too, child. You have to be famous to be blackballed. Oh, Lilo, you are a mess at it. TS already had to get fucking my what's that funky together for making fun of that fan's mother having a stroke. He better not morph into Kaya. We don't have time. I want to see him do well. James, when you going to be on Drag Race? I will watch the child. I wish I knew Butterfly. I just love you, James. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Hey, family, what y'all talk about? Bullshit. Let's see. Okay, now I'm happy the Funky's educated man, but to throw in everyone's face. Now that's his shtick. Now that doesn't bother me. That's his shtick. And that's totally a joke. That's not, I don't think he does that to be mean. That's a joke. That is actually a joke. I don't think he even feels that way about his little degree and stuff that he actually had. That is a joke. Um, Division is just sad and ignorant, period. Yeah, but you know, baby girl is always there and present. I would like to see you on the Supreme Court, James. Would you dance in the beginning? Child, well, yes. What it's time? It's time to dance, honey. When the beat drop, I need you and Kaya on the same platform. That will not happen. That wouldn't happen. I couldn't even imagine. I don't even know what instance that would actually happen in. Yeah, and I like her music and stuff, but no, I don't see that happening. I'm not a quiet gay, so that little stuff that she be doing and saying that the show would be disruptive. Let's see. Hey, Uncle James and the rest of the night owls. The sweetest revenge for the haters is living well. Absolutely. Let's see. You come across more hard than any of those you just named. Don't get me started. Cut it out, Macy. Is that neither considered trans or drag? Neither. Neither. Funky's just funky. Funky is playing a character. Funky's not drag. It's not drag. It's just comedy. It's not. He's not serious about. You know what I mean? It's not a serious. He got a whole face full of hair and all of that. It's not like well. Let me take that back. Yes, that is drag. That's a piece of drag, but it's actually what we call skag drag. So yeah, it would be drag. That would be drag. He's not trans though. He doesn't live his life as a woman. So definitely to try to even say that trans with funky, that would be insult to the trans community. What he does is called skag drag, and that's actually it doesn't you don't look like a woman. You're not trying to look like a woman. You don't look like a woman. You just feel like a woman. It's like a skag drag. It's a poke fun type of thing. So yeah, that's kind of where that fits in. It's on the it's funny. It's funny. It's not serious. It's funny. It's comedy. People are people, even if you don't agree with them and their choices, but we can show respect and love. It's called humanity. I always found that puzzling, James. I love drag queens. They are some of the most creative people on the planet. Okay. Milan is beautiful. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I I guess you're talking about my Milan. There's so many of them floating around these days. When you're my age, I don't get people together. I gather people. Okay, come on now, underground queen. Let's see. Well, damn, you make me look as bad as hell. You look amazing. Oh, stop it, Stacy. Um, Come on, BDI. Child love drag queens, honey. Do you sell them shirts? Yes, Vanessa, I do. All you gotta do is email me at spillitboy at Gmail. I think it's because you're so pretty in drag, James. You're like two different people. Um, and that's the whole. Yeah, that's my shtick. That's my shtick, Jay. Thank you very much. James, how did you like Lynn I loved Lynn. I loved Lynn. Now, see, Lynn is a person who does her brand of comedy is she doesn't mind letting herself be the punchline. She doesn't mind herself being the ass of the joke. That's her brand of comedy. You understand what I'm saying? But that ain't how New York get down. Lynn come in clowning, knowing she gonna be getting clowned, because that's her brand of comedy. Yeah, exactly. But I enjoyed Lynn. Lynn was funny as hell, and that takes a strong person. It takes a strong person to put it out there. Like, okay, now yeah, we're gonna clown me. You know what I mean? And again, that could get to a point where it's malicious too. It's a certain way to do that. It was mean calling a child ugly. Oh, child, yeah, it happens. It happens. Are you doing Don't Stop December videos? I don't know nothing about that. I wish you had a podcast. I caught your 3 hour live on the rerun and stayed tuned for the entire video. Come on, Tamisha. Come on. They will be hating when you win RuPaul's Drag Race, speaking into existence. Child, yes indeed, honey. Child, I'll be in, all in, living, honey. Miss Old School, hey baby. Let's see, can't wait to see, but it won't be making nothing. Release the 2 videos that are ready. What you say? Go ahead on and release them, child. I'm gonna need you to teach me how to thread the machine. Wow, wow, come on, Mary, child. Okay, and that depends on the damn machine, but that ain't child. Lord have mercy. That's gonna be this. You gonna be interested. Is let's see. And the sewing video going to be kid friendly so my 12-year-old can watch? Absolutely, no cursing. No cursing. Not at all. No. No. That's definitely all age. And I didn't even pick like topics to talk about because that video will probably outlast me. It'll probably stay there longer than me. So to talk about different topics would screw that up. So no, it's definitely no cursing. When does Drag Race start? On the 14th. We'll definitely send a picture. Good, Kimberly. James, will you ever do a get ready with me video? No. Shop girl. Nope. Never from male to female. I won't do it. This sounds exciting. I think so. James, please do beginner sewing tutorial. Start slow for people like me. I did. It's slow. It's not real detailed. When you see what we're making, you'll probably think that, but no, just keep watching. It really is not. It's really do this, now do that, now do this. It's really, I take you through it. Hey, James, first time catching live. Love all your videos. Thank you so much, Nah. James, can you tell me more stories about your times in the salon making gowns? You are a great storyteller. I definitely plan to do that. Aranda, James, what colors do shirts come in? There's a whole array of colors. A whole array of colors. So we actually have to, yeah, it's whatever I can find. And most of them are there, up to a certain size. I could pretty much get my hands on. James, I'm tired and sleepy, but typing, texting, and coming out all kinds. It's all right, Regina. I understand. I will fall asleep texting in a hot minute. Maddie read him about his house after he announced all his degrees. Let's see. Hey, Miss Joyce. Yeah, we see about the president. You December 7th too. No, baby. I'm January the 9th. I'm January 9th. Um, yeah, I'm January 9th. I don't know if December 7th, I know that's one of RuPaul's dates. He's doing a Christmas show. It's a Christmas competition. And then the regular Drag Race All Stars 4 starts on the 14th. If that's what you're making reference to on the 7th. Who did Maddie read? Oh, child, Maddie. We talk about Maddie and Funky's back and forth that they do. YouTube always trips on great ones. James, but we're still here. Ciao. Let's see, James. Will the shirts be available as long sleeve tees? No, ain't no long sleeve tees. That's something that it's hard to get your hands on those. It's hard for me to get my hands on those. Um, well, I need to catch up. Ron, people want Ducky, Funky, and Maddie to fall out over nonsense. Pray for Alaska. 7.0 earthquake today. Lots of damage. Oh, wow. Now that I hadn't heard anything of Sherwood. I have to look that up, see what's going on. Hey, James, sorry I'm late. I didn't hear my notifications. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. James, you didn't answer the question. Have you ever BP and PP? No, I have not. I don't backpedal on pussy pop. Nope. No. Mm-mm. And if I ever need to, I will come out and say it. But no, that ain't what I do. That's not what I do. Hello, James and everyone. I might have a difference of opinion. I might change my opinion, but actually saying shit and then dropping taking videos off no. Opens coffin, spreads bat wings. James, so good to see you at the Vampire Hour. Hey, Richard. Um, that we made it a part of the show is a damn lie. Oof. All right, Vanessa. Let's see. Kids are off limit, friends, family, or not. James, you know Lyrica Anderson had her baby. Yeah, little boy. Funky apologized for saying what he said about Blue Ivy. He just put the video out a couple hours ago. Yeah, we saw it. Let's see. I've called plenty of kids bad as hell to the parents' face and behind their back, but I ain't never called nobody's kid ugly, even if they are. That ain't my business or place. Hey, Castro, what's up, baby? James Houseman's patience. She's fine. She's good. Let's see. They both work good with Maddie alone, but not the three of them. Yeah. Anton, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Was he being passive aggressive? Isn't he always? That's his shtick. Turquoise is his color. Oh, I think that's for me, but thank you. James, I'm drunk off of Patron. Come on, Quinn Lee. How I knew you was up. Because I'm always up. Rashida, you know I'm always up, child. Um, Lamarche, how are you, babe? Peeks in. Hey, Milan. Tavon. You know what, Tavon? You so stupid. Funky does go from one extreme to another. That's his shtick. Um, let's see. I'm here watching on my TV. Hey, Melody. Um, the Beehive did tear his ass up, Rashida. What happened between Funky and JJ? Had Jay had him on a pedestal at one time and they just stopped speaking. Don't know much about that. Okay, come on, Richard. Hashtag BPPP. I think Funky was just drunk and talking shit. Nisi. Talking about FLK. Funny looking kid is what we say when nobody is listening. Oh, Regina, Regina, Regina! And then Gemini, I'm not Gemini, so I pick it apart, child. Michelle Mabel said the bit threatening Miss Mary is shade to the Kaya situation. Okay. Thank you, Castro. You a mess. Um, since Blue is a child of a famous person, people up in arms. If it was my sister's child, these people would be laughing right along with the person who said it. You're right. You're right, Deron. You're right. And again, see, he knew that when he said it, but mm, and you see, I didn't say it because I didn't call a kid an ugly motherfucker. You know, there are ugly kids out there. Now I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I ain't never referred to no kid as ugly. There's some ugly motherfucking kids that be around that just be fucking ugly. There are. But again, when you step your ass out in the street and you say it, you got to deal with what comes back. That's all there's to it. That is all there's to it. Stand in the shit. You say anything you want to say about anything you want to say it about. But you got to stand in the shit once you say it. Don't say it and then when the people snap out, be like, oh, well, I didn't mean it. Yes, the fuck you did. Yes, the fuck you did. You looked out there. You thought that the child didn't look too hot. You fucking said it. Now deal. Now deal. Hey, Foxy Brown. Hey, Sissy. Let's get a petition started to send RuPaul to get James on RuPaul's Drag Race. Child, I wish it was that easy. James, can you do a tutorial on how to use a sewing machine? That might seem dumb, but that is what intimidates me, and there are no sewing classes in my community. Okay, now I'm gonna have to think about that, media hobbyist, because I didn't even think that far back. But I do go through some of the sewing stuff. I throw some of the sewing stuff in there, but I'm hearing you. I'm definitely hearing you because there are people that are completely intimidated by the machine itself. Well, I definitely have to take that into yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. She throws homophobe shade too much. Oh, to Mokaya. Too much for my liking. Um Gender bender. What is a gender bender? Gender bender is like Adrian. Adrian. Adrian's a gender bender. This regular boy that basically wears more feminine clothing, may wear hair, stuff like that. That's gender bending. Hey James, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a minute. I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. James, I see adults coming for kids all the time in the shade room. Child, everywhere else you go. Everywhere else you go. Go to a daycare. Child, they talk about them fucking kids. Sit right the fuck in the daycare. Down to the school. Remember, I worked at the school. The teacher was called ugly motherfucker in a minute. Child, quit playing. You know it takes all kind to make the world go round. You said now skag drag, do elaborate. Child, somebody playing. Full hair, a skag drag, a shake-a-shay, funky Dineva. Anybody that does that full hair, full face of hair, and makeup or lipstick on, clowning and playing, that's skag drag. 300 viewers at 1 a.m. You popping. Spiffy. Let's see. Would you do a live with Nay Rob? Absolutely. Anytime, Leah. Y'all know I love Nay. Milton Berle in a dress. I haven't heard someone say Flip Wilson since my granddaddy. Now Flip Wilson wasn't Flip Wilson when he did Geraldine, that was just drag. Like Medea is drag. When you actually look like a woman and you're actually emulating a woman, that's drag. When you feel like a woman but not look like a woman, that's something completely different. That's like a skag situation. James, you ever been too cold to even get up and turn on the heat? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. You're the best, James Colwell. I love you. Thank you, Tony. Right back at you. Let's see, James. Is it like how guys send Instagram that may wear wigs? Guys on Instagram that may wear wigs. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll tell you a gender bender because I don't even consider what's her name? Right here on YouTube that does all the hair tutorials. Barbie. Oh, what is her name? I can't think of her name right now. But she's real pretty. And I find her more of gender bender than drag. She actually does do drag at times. Malibu Barbie. She does drag sometimes, but Malibu Barbie, I think, is more of a gender bender. She's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful, and you do have to double take to see what's actually going on. But she identifies as a boy. She identifies as a boy. She's not trans, and she's not full drag. She wears, most of the time she's in pants and tops, and she just is just pretty, just naturally pretty. And a lot of times she doesn't have makeup on. The bitch is just pretty. That she's a gender bender and one of the best. That's out here right now. I like her little championship nanny. I said she makes me laugh. And that bitch could do some goddamn hair. That bitch could make some wigs. You hear me? Lynn has a nice, sweet attitude. Yeah, Lynn's fun. Are these comments delayed or is it me just giving short yellow bus tees? I don't know. I'm behind. Oh, there's my baby, honey. Miss Really Bit. Shh. What's going on? Talking about all kind of shit, girl. You know. Drag shows with men and women who does opposite better. I can't say either because they're seasoned people on both ends. I know some drag kings that are fierce as hell, and I know some drag queens that are fierce as hell. So there's no one better than the other. It's all about what they put into it. That shit goes in levels. There's levels because there are pageants for both. So there's levels of it. I've been trying to get James on my podcast. Mess. You say Lynn had me weak, child. Lynn was a mess, honey. I don't take most of what Funky says seriously. It's roasted and gagging and lots of shock value. Exactly, Michelle Marbell. But I wouldn't agree with talking about kids at all. It's an ugly situation. It's a very sensitive line to walk. I'm an all-nighter. I'm at work. Okay, come on, Sharon. Let's see. Uh, Say, okay, thank the Lord. Oh, TNT, that's not for me. Funky likes to wear a wig and lipstick sometimes. Well, that's his character. I don't even know if that he even likes to wear it, Michelle, because sometimes he don't even feel like fucking being bothered and he don't put the wig on. And he just goes through with the shtick without putting the shit on. That's Funky Dineva Ross is a character. I agree. I have a new sewing machine and forgot how to thread it. Lord have mercy. Where's the book, Val? Where's the book? James, what's your drag name or alter ego name? Milan Trejor. I would love to see a RuPaul veterans season with a cast of girls like who some who have some time in the game. That would be interesting, Carmen. It's a bunch of old bitches out there battling, honey. Come on with the pantyhose falling down around the ankles, bitches. Funky even says it's a character. Well, it is a character. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't live. Those are all characters. Milan Trejor is nothing but a character. We don't live as that. Mine say so. And nothing since high school. Home ec. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to learn to knit on my. Yeah, knitting is a little more involved. A lot of counting. Me too. I made my gym bag and an A-line skirt and a blouse. Come on, Niecy, sitting around sewing, child. Capricorns, yes. Hey, James, great to see you tonight. You too, crack lady. What about tank tops? What about tank tops, Carolyn? What are you asking me about a tank top? I have a lopsided hat and one jacked up scarf. Chow. What you think about Nene and Greg? I think just publicity for the show ratings down. That's one of them swipe left moments when I see the stuff with Nene. Swipe left, child. James, do you have fitted or V-neck? Um, I can get my hands on some fitted in V-necks. Yeah, I can get my hands on some. Let's see. I'm kind of bummed. I did the big chop and my BFF doesn't like it. I don't care, but I mean, where's the support, child? Exactly, and definitely not going to listen to too much of it. You don't like it? Okay, shut the fuck up. You know, it is what it is. What t-shirts are you selling? They're asking about Queen t-shirts. I think you're on something. Wait a minute. Let's see. They don't need a reason. It's Sagittarius season. Okay, come on now. You say I feel challenged. You know what, baby girl? It's my best friend, not my boyfriend. Yeah, I got that. Let's see. I'm watching on my TV too in my room, about to light up. Come on, Rashida. Blue Ivy is cute, and she looked like both parents, but yeah, she do. Um, why does Maddie think she needs New York though? She was dry as sandpaper. She likes her. Um, yeah, she likes her. She wasn't one of my. She wasn't one of my picks. I wasn't crazy about New York. She cool, but she wasn't one of my picks. Let's see. Hi, James. Does your mom ever forget what her Gemini twin said or did? My Gemini mom. No, my mother knows when she be on her fuck shit. She know, and she stands in it, and she hold on to it too. Feel weird asking questions because I won't get answered until 10 minutes from now, but I'll already have forgotten the way my meme and attention span is set up. You know what? Because that's because I'm behind. There's a lot of comments that I'm behind. That's me. That's my fault. I wasn't laughing when he said that. My issue is that blue isn't ugly. That's where I was confused. Child, but that's what he said. That I like, I didn't even give it any thought. I was like, oh, okay, that's how he felt, and I just kept it moving. I didn't even when he said it, I just was like, all right. It didn't shock me that he said it, because again, Funky don't shock me. Funky's a shock jock. That's what he does. So it didn't. I was like, all right, and I kept it the fuck on moving. I wasn't impressed. To be honest, y'all didn't like Tiffany, TS, and Funky all together. I feel like their energies was fighting with each other. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. The proper way to say a child is ugly is he or she looks like her daddy. Yes, she oh, you know what? Hey, Mrs. Young. Child, no, you ain't giving child that Milan's doing some mischief, and that's why I'm 10 minutes behind. Child, y'all better quit it. I don't like New York on the Queen's Court. That was part of the reason I didn't go to the show. Okay. Yeah. She wasn't one of my faves um on the bench, but Maddie likes her on the bench, so it is what it is. Demi Moore and Bruce Willis kids are ugly as oh, you know what? I would totally sign up for a James Sewing tutorial. I machine quilt, but I'd love to learn how to make garments. Well, the videos will crack lady. The videos will be dropping. It should this week. It'll be coming out this week. T.S. Madison should have Chi Chi up on stage with her. Um, Chi Chi probably would be really funny on stage. The bobbin was my favorite part of the sewing machine. You know what, Niecy? I ain't with you. I'm not playing with you. Maddie shows a bit issues kind of fell out then. It was funny. Let's do. Mm. Say purple is everything. Yes, it can be. I agree. We need to flood RuPaul's social media and VH1 Productions hashtag Milan report. You know what, James? What's your thoughts on the king revealing his stepchild? When I was watching the Funky Dineva today, I told him, just don't do it again. You know what you did. You are a grown up. Okay. Hey, Felix. Joanne the Scammer is drag is skag. Absolutely, Corman. And I don't know where I'm missing Joanne. I love Joanne. Joanne funny as shit. Yeah, Joanne the Scammer is skag drag. Okay, Felix, why am I bald? Because I don't have hair. Stupid shit. As your supporters in there, anything we can do collectively to aid you in getting on RuPaul's Drag Race? Or is it solely up to you and your audition? Exactly. It's really up to me in the audition. Malibu Dollface. That's what her name is. Well, I call her Malibu Barbie. Malibu Dollface. That's her name. Um, Dylan, yeah, is you live? I am. Yeah, it's really up to you. There's really nothing you can actually do with that. Yeah, Jessica Carhiner is trans now. That was always a question when she first started transitioning. We didn't know whether she was just doing drag or she was transitioning. She's actually in trans, and in the process of well, she's not in the process of being trans. She is trans now. Um, Malibu's hair is excellent. Yes, it is. Pretty PR chick. Hey, baby. James, what's your type? Tall, short, yellow, young, husky, fragile, or none of our business? Um, it just depends. It depends. Because I like tall guys, but then I like short guys too. So it's generally just not in the middle. It's usually extremely tall or short. There's that middle place. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. It's just I always end up on one end or the other. I'm 5'9", so everybody's tall to me, child. Uh, and I ain't pressed about a light dark thing, child. I ain't got that to do. As long as you cute to me, Annie. Let's see. We need to flood. What would you say? We need to flood RuPaul a timeline if his followers flood the show social. They will have to take notice. It's political. There is political. It's political stuff, but it all has to do with they looking at your followers and all of that stuff. Um, I'm here for detailed Empire reviews. I watch your reviews to catch up instead of binge watching. Lord have mercy. Um, the whole shtick is shade to all the bad stuff that has happened to Maddie and Deneva. The New York situation was off, though. She probably wasn't feeling it. Let's see. How far am I behind here? James, you don't miss Married to Medicine coming on Friday nights? No, I didn't like Friday nights, and I hate Saturday nights even worse. James, my mama so used to drag me up through the notions department when I was a kid. Okay, so he was dead wrong for that comment. I was a queen. I want a queen shirt. Can I order on the website? No, you cannot. You'll have to send me an email or call me on the phone. You playing games. Just call me on the phone, really, bitch. Thank you, Chosen Vessel. Um, I've done the big chop 3 times. You'll get used to it. Just figure out how to slay it, okay? Wait, I gotta catch up, y'all, with these comments. Let's see. James, I'm 33. All my friends are married and have babies or pregnant. I have no one to hang out with to find guys. And I do not want to find guys on apps. Any advice? Child, you got to go on out. I mean, you just ain't just going out by yourself, honey. Yeah, you have to learn how to you gotta learn how to go out. Just going out. Going. Just going out. You say Joe the scammer's mom was dying, so he took a break from social media. Okay, that's understandable. Yes, her mom did pass away. Low key. Oh wow. Sewing machine brand new comes with the instructions. I read mine because I let years pass in between. When I use my machine, I can find a copy of the internet download. Yeah, absolutely. And it's almost the same for each one, but there's sometimes a little difference on your machine, depending on what's going on. Um, James, do you have a Twitter handle? Spill it, boy. Oh, child. Well, he ain't gonna find it. See, but then this is the thing. RuPaul, they know all of that. That's all part of your application. They know it. They know my all my shit. They know my Instagram. They know my Twitter. They know all of it. They ask you for all of that. That's what I'm saying. It's child. They be checking in all your shit, all of your shit. But my Twitter is under Spill It Boy. You know what, Tiffany? Talking about you need them boobs to pop up and out. You just send me an email to spillitboy at gmail. Lord have mercy. All right, James, I've got to go. This migraine is taking me out. All right, baby. Um, Tried to hang with you. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm finally caught up. How do you feel about let's see. Oh, you in Detroit, you need you some good girlfriends. Okay, come on now. Say hi to me. Beth Higgy, you supposed to say hi to you. Hello, Beth. What's going on? Okay, Richard's going. We'll see you, Richard. Thank you for coming by. I'm gonna be going myself. It's been an hour and 22 minutes. Um, say can you say dang. Hey Tamara. He lived a long life. Yeah. I'm late to the party. Oh yeah, girl, real late, honey. We done been here almost an hour and a half. What do you think about Dietrich Hatton's new Christmas song and eating the cookie? I ain't even heard the song. I heard about that business, but I don't really follow him like that. Hey James, if Rue don't put you on Drag Race already, I know what. I'm gonna start a petition. All right, Darren, child, you're gonna go attack Rue, honey. Don't you dare touch that off button, James. I threaten folk. Lord have mercy. My sister and I were talking behind our cousin's back about how ugly her daughter was, and years later, she told her daughter, "You was ugly as hell when you was little." She knew her daughter was ugly. Lord have mercy. I'm in Detroit, but I don't be fucking around outside in the winter. Lord have mercy. I tried Meetup and it was full of black women, like 90%, not many men in the hetero meetups. Yeah, see, I don't know about all that app stuff because I don't really get into it too much. But I'm like, child, just get out in the action, child. But see, that's my personality. Well, one, I don't actually go. See, I don't think that you can go out looking for guys. Because you go out looking for guys, you're gonna find exactly what you're looking for. It's just guys. I just think that whenever it's time, whoever it is gonna walk up on you. You could be in the store somewhere, but as far as just being out and having a good time, I go out and have a good time by myself. I'll be sitting around waiting on folks to. Oh, I got. I go to movies. I go to eat. I go do everything that I do by myself. I don't have a problem with hanging out with myself. I enjoy myself. So I'm out and around and I'm in the action. So people will be able to approach me. You know what I mean? So you got to put yourself you got to be where people are. They ain't gonna find you in your living room. If you get on Drag Race, I'm going to be telling everybody I know you, child, because you do. So that'll be good. Try the other side, man. Let's see. So Funky apologized. Did he really? Uh huh. What happened to the reality TV show with the preachers in it? Does anyone remember Child? Was a mess. Uh, let's see. I can go everywhere by myself too. I get approached everywhere. I have a friendly spirit. Exactly. You were all the pretty PR chick was all the way in Philadelphia by our damn self. Had a ball. Do you want to get married eventually? Who, me, child? I don't even want to date. And he said, probably not. I just want to have the reason to have the big party. Now I'll go have the big party, but I don't know if I'll be willing to date after the party's over. I'll be like Chocolate Way. I love when you review Empire just so I can hear you say cook. You know what? uh, while they're on his ass, let's see. All I will say is make sure you date with a purpose and just going to be nippy. Um, really don't have a perfect plan, but at least have five main things you're looking for. Child, come on, that's deep. That's deep and detailed. My favorite show of all time is PRW. And if you were in that show, James, Project Runway, um, would be sickening. I would literally gag while watching. I thought of I thought of auditioning for Project Runway once, back when it was on Bravo. It's actually going back to Bravo, so I may reconsider. Um, but something else came up at the time, so I had to make a choice. James, what part of the country are you in? I'm in Pennsylvania, Tiffany. Do you think your ex watch your channel? No, he does not. He doesn't. You should. You should. You could audition for Pose. Let's see. How you know he doesn't? Because he's dead. He passed away a couple years ago. He passed away. What was that? 2016? Yeah, 2016. So no, he ain't watching. Well, I don't know. He might be watching, Joe, but he's not. He can't comment. Oh no, I didn't know that, James. Yeah. Yep. What happened to him? He committed suicide, honey. Um, what are you doing here? Sitting, looking pretty. Oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, okay, neither was I. That actually happened when we went to when Vegas Gate was going on. I actually got that phone call the first day, the first morning when we woke up that first morning. Prince passed away while I was on the plane, and then when I woke up that next morning, I got a phone call at like 6:30 in the morning that he had passed. So yeah, Vegas Gate. That was all during Vegas Gate. Sorry to hear that for real. Oh, Charles, all right. Do you watch 90 Day Fiance? I don't. Let's see. Wow, sorry to hear that. Oh, child, it's fine, you guys. I never even told Sean and them. I didn't say a word. I told Sean later. As we were back home and shit. It was months later when I finally said something to Sean about it. Um, yeah, that was no biggie. It is what it is. I mean, it was still we were cool, but we haven't actually been friends or actually dealt with each other in a lot of years. See, Prince was my favorite of all time. You got to watch 90. Them horrors are ridiculous. Do you feel they need to recast Real Housewives of Atlanta? Um, I think it would be a good idea. Did you feel a certain way initially? No. No, I mean it was. We were just okay. We were we were all right. See, when I broke up with him, I broke up with him. That's been so many years ago. I broke up with him before my oldest son was born. My oldest son is 15. So I literally broke up with him way back in what Trayvon's born in 2003. I broke up with him in 2002, and I didn't speak to him, like literally didn't speak to him for like 6 years. So after that, then we were just casual. We spoke. We were on speaking terms. We were cool. That was it. But we weren't friends by any means. So I had no dealings with him. I didn't deal with him. And when it happened, it was just something that happened. I was like, all right. I was like, I don't even know that it actually shocked me. It was like, oh wow, okay. And I kept it moving. I know that might sound a little cold, but I did. I kept it moving. Um, I mean, because I have an ex, if he was on fire, I wouldn't spit in his way if I want gasoline. So, no, I didn't feel like that. I didn't hate him or anything. It was just, he's just another person at that point. That was over. That had came and gone. They need to bring Kenya and Phaedra. They keep all the other older ladies. Child. What do you think of black fishing? I don't even know what that is. Um, I can't click off. So there's Barty Gang, Barbs, Beehive, blah blah. What would what would your fan base be called? Child, nothing. They never came up with a name for themselves. How do you feel about do men? What is do men? Miss Platforms. What is do men? I don't know what that is. You're such a good egg, James. What's a good TV show on Netflix? I'm watching House of Flowers. I got to get back to it. But House of Flowers is good, Kenya. Watch House of Flowers. I did one review, and then I'm still on episode 2. I got to finish watching episode 2 and continue. But House of Flowers is funny as shit. Reminds you of Desperate Housewives. It was funny. Sorry I'm late, but did you talk about Funk Child 2 hours ago almost, Danielle? Yeah. Hey James, did you talk about the flying preacher child 2 days ago? He's ridiculous. I don't wish death on no one, but if my ex die, it is what it is. Chelsea. New Subby, enjoyed your live. Good night. Thank you, Essie Songbird. Make sure you come back. Treasurer, take that E out of there. Take that E and that S out of there. Oh, you talking about Treasures. Well, yeah, you would still take that E out of there. James will see season 2 of Pose have the same cast members. I haven't heard anything, Deron. I can't imagine that it wouldn't though. Can't imagine that it wouldn't. You got me in the House of Flowers. Yeah, I like House of Flowers. It's funny. White women pretending to be black mixed is called black fishing in order to get benefits of blacks, especially on Instagram. So I ain't got no use for none of that mess. I ain't got no use for that. That's a mess. Oh wow, Tamara, you say the flying preacher is actually your church. I can't do the Cirque du Soleil thing during service. I ain't feeling it. Can we just be the queens? Mean be the queens. I mean that's usually the shirt you're rocking, and Milan is queen, and this is your channel. Just seems befitting. Lord have mercy. Brown Baptist, South Haven, Mississippi. He's actually a good preacher. I just don't know what that's about. Child, that flying and Do you watch The View? Sometimes. Um, do you like Megan McCain? She's so annoying. I don't pay her much attention. I don't do the whole political thing. So I just kind of, whatever, girl. Um, Good one is the first thing I thought. Because of the shirt. I want one. All right for the Treasure dolls, honey. But then we got guys, so you can't be the Treasure dolls. Because I have guys too. And they don't all consider themselves dolls. They're dudes. How do you feel about DL men? Um, sure, I understand why they are that way. I don't yeah, I understand. I understand their plight. Um, yeah, I understand their plight. I don't just a mess. It's a mess. James, do you take food stamps for for your shirts? Child, no, because then you'd have to send a card and all that mess, and it ain't stamps like they used to be Monopoly money. Lord have mercy. You say, "Is we live whores, honey?" Lord have mercy. Y'all crazy. The Colwell click, child. I mean, y'all, that sound like y'all belong to my mother. Uh, I was mad at Selena on the Sister Circle agreeing with John Gray mess. I stopped watching for a while. Oh shit. House of Treasure. Yeah, I already had a House of Treasure. Yeah, I thought about that. I actually did think about that. But yeah, but I already had a House of Treasure, so I don't know how those folks would actually feel. All my kids from that house will be like, "What?" Say, well, we James, did you watch Yandy's Breakfast Club interview? I did not. I'm gonna have to. I didn't. Um, the cuties. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Hour 37 minutes. All right, you guys. I got to roll. Because I refuse. Watch Cable Girls on Netflix. I know you to say, but my hairdresser, my hairstylist is gay tease. Lord King, cut it out. Let's start music talk so James don't leave. Child, James is leaving because I'm sleepy. I'm going. I thank you guys for hanging out, but this vampire is out of here. Yeah, I refuse to be having folks calling me talking about child. You sleep, honey. You're snoring on the line. All right, you guys. We say, okay, well, we better have a name by tomorrow, guys. Yeah, y'all work on it. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see y'all later.